Very.
What? That's it. Yeah.
Right.
Step right up, folks. Feast your eyes on my incredible merchandise.
Welcome! Want to exchange your Dahlia badges for special treasure? Don't be a stranger!
Roland.
Hey!
Rowan,
Seems useful. Oh.
Rowan,
Roland.
Rowan.
Roland.
Okay, Dragon of Destruction. Your power better work! Found it.
Hey, you okay?
Damn it all. I'm at my limit. Give me a hand.
Now's our chance.
Stay safe.
Where could Roland be?
Look who it is. This ends here and now.
Guys, is it just me or did Stanley grow a few sizes bigger?
It's stronger on its own turn. No matter. We won't back down.
Let's knock it down to size.
Yeah!
We need to get closer.
It's gone. I'm on my way.
Wait, was that Fix-It Dude? He's got it! Look! That was Roland we heard over the transceiver, wasn't it? Yeah, no question! I recognize his voice and...
So why haven't we seen him yet? No, Captain!
Close the gap again!
Right!
Hang on. What is that?
I don't know, but it's got that news written all over it!
That power is extraordinary. If it hits us, we're finished.
So we're not gonna let it!
Captain, Lyria, charge ahead and don't stop.
No, you don't!
Damn it. We're too late.
Well, the time has come to put Versa away for good. But I'm going to need everyone's help.
Roland!
Can't keep it chained up for long. The rest is on your crew. Lyria, ready?
You bet! No guts, no glory!
Trying to hold back a waterfall.
Thanks, Fix-It Dude! We can take over from here!
Give me an opening, and I'll drive the final nail in its coffin.
Got it! I'll cover you. Just hang in there.
Do it, Captain!
Everyone okay? Herald of Azure
Annihilation!
It's finally over. Mother.
Dimension is on the verge of collapse. Hurry, Lyria! Get us out!
Right!
We made it!
First off, let me say thank you all so very, very much. You too, Id. I'm glad that you're safe.
Right back at you. It was not long ago that I chose the wrong path and left only suffering in my wake. I committed sins no one could ever deign to forgive. Even so, this world offered me a shot at redemption. I need only look to the compassion of my newfound allies to see that.
Glad to have you back, Roland.
Yeah. We came to save you, but you rescued us instead.
No. I have brought you nothing but trouble.
This marks a new chance. I won't let it slip away. I'll do everything I can to atone. I must.
We were worried sick about you.
Same here. You sounded way too relaxed during your final transmission.
That's right.
Lilith raised me to subdue these skies, but your crew gave me direction.
Say! Who wants to grab a cold one back in Volca?
I could go for a frosty glass of apple juice.
Looking back on all that's led up to this moment, maybe there was a reason for the suffering, the strife. Though the skies won't tell me how to wield it, I was given this power, and I will atone for the sins of my past. I'm sure we can see eye to eye there, can't we? Oh God of destruction. The Sky Realm is under my protection now.
Back in good old Volca. Welcome home, Roland. Id was covering your butt as the local handyman while you were gone. He's like the local town celeb now.
My goodness, id as a sociable side now. How long was I trapped in that dimension?
Huh?
Sorry. On a serious note, it does seem as if time passed at a crawl for me. Or maybe time as we know it doesn't exist where I was. In fact, it felt as if only a few minutes had passed before you suddenly reappeared to save me.
Huh. Now that you mention it. Mother once said time works differently in Estalucia. But I can't remember much else from the conversation.
Whoa! Now that's interesting. Maybe there's a connection with Versa's dimension.
Only one way to be sure.
You want me for the long haul. Sounds fun, to be honest. But I think I'm going to stick to handyman work for a little while longer. If that's okay with you.
No prob.
Well, well, well. It seems my successor has become my rival. Not that I mind a bit of healthy competition.
With both of you on the case, Volca's never going to have problems again. Forget Volca. Sega Grande's gonna be all fixed up like never before.
Captain, Sega Grande was one step away from oblivion. But you and your crew saved us all. On behalf of the residents of this skydom, we are eternally grateful that you've graced our lands. In truth, I realize that our humble slice of the sky is but one stop on your grand adventure. And that you could have easily concluded your business here the moment you sealed Bahamut Versa away. But you linked arms with id, and came to my rescue instead. Imagine that. When this all began, I thought I would be the one to save the day. Now, I suppose you'll be shoving off for the next skydom soon enough. It's going to feel lonely in Folka without your good cheer. If you're ever in the neighborhood, feel free to drop by and regale me with the latest tales of your daring adventures. Until then, I wish you and the entire crew fair skies as you embark once more into the blue. Captain, I say this with all my heart. Thank you for everything.
Looks like a bunch of new requests got added. And some of these are doozies. Want to give them a try?
We got player spirits, and not the kind that want to haunt you.
Yeah?
All right.
Fresh sandwiches. Comes with the soup and the side.
Come to view the requests?
The Grand Cipher, its crew, and the endless blue skies. I never would have imagined myself posing for a painting against such a backdrop. But there I was, on the docks of Folka, standing beside my fellow models, Lyria, Vern, Id, and the captain. How did I get roped into this, you might be asking? Well, I can assure you I didn't volunteer. You see, it began a few days prior while I was perusing the wares of the Knick-Knack Shack. There, slightly hidden in the back, a painting had caught my eye. What drew my attention to the piece wasn't the scenic rendition of Folka, but rather the hue that stained the sky. It looked distorted. I felt compelled to ask the creator about their intentions. With Sierra Carte acting as an intermediary, the artist agreed to field my questions. In exchange, I and a select few would have to pose for a new piece. According to Id, the latest of the crew's allies, modeling was well within the bounds of a handyman's duties. But returning to the topic at hand, once the portrait session concluded, I asked her to elaborate on the meaning behind her choice of colors.
Well, I'm not sure if I can explain it without sounding insane. Every time I look at the skies these days, it sort of feels blue? Like in the figurative sense, I mean.
In other words, she saw deterioration in the sky's health.
I don't know. I'm probably the only one who sees it that way. Maybe it's all in my head, but something doesn't sit right with me.
Such sharp perception. Perhaps this is what sky dwellers call artist's intuition. If the health of the sky is in actual decline, an examination of the wind element may help us locate any symptoms. Even the tiniest, most imperceptible change can balloon to catastrophic proportions. At worst, it could lead to the complete destabilization of the tetra elements. To ignore warning signs, no matter how trifling, was a recipe for disaster.
Wind element. Wind element. Oh, Purican might know something. Let me ask.
Lyria closed her eyes and beseeched the primal to appear. We waited, to no avail.
Huh? That's weird. Purican isn't responding to me.
According to Lyria, she'd spoken to the primal as little as a few days ago. Given the primal's newfound silence, it did seem as if something was wrong.
I don't like where this is going. I think this calls for a trip to the old mines.
The captain nodded in agreement.
As far as I'm aware, Tempeal's recovery has been trouble-free. Let's hope this is just a fluke.
The only way to know for certain was to see it for ourselves. We quickly boarded the Grand Cipher and departed for Tempeal to hunt for clues. Peace had barely returned to Zega Grande Skydom, and now chaos was already brewing once more. The knots in my stomach grew tighter by the minute.
What are you waiting for?
For the skies and her people.
Following you.
Let's move out. I'm not seeing anything out of the ordinary, to be honest with you.
The self-proclaimed handyman known as Roland had joined our investigation of Hailwind Altar. Astral though he may be, he was a close ally of the crew. As a long-time denizen of Zega Grande, his knowledge of the Skydom was second to none. To think there existed an Astral who had laid his life on the line for the good of the realm. It was difficult to reconcile Roland's personality with my own biases, especially having witnessed Lucilius's sinister deeds.
Wait, there's something close by.
Allow me to amplify your energy, Lyria. Now, can you try calling Furykin again?
Sure. Here goes.
Once again, the primal of vitality failed to appear. It's becoming clear that the wind element is acting abnormally. It's more pronounced here than in Folka. Ever since the 4 Primarchs relinquished their oversight of the Tetra elements to nature, I've been able to utilize my Supreme Primarch powers to feel elemental currents. Yet I also sensed a faint foreign dissonance, one which was different from the irregularity in the wind element. Whatever it was, it seemed to be flowing towards a singular point elsewhere in the Skydom.
Hang on, I finally got through to Furykin. But something's not right.
A chill washed over my body, though it came and went in a flash. Judging from the look of panic on Lyria's face, the situation had taken a turn for the worse.
I was hoping I was wrong, but this aura can only mean one thing. Oh no, not this icky pressure again. I can't believe it's back.
That can't be. I thought we...
Here it comes!
A turbulent gale nearly launched us off our feet. Squinting through the howling wind, I saw the unmistakable silhouette of a primal beast rearing up on its hind legs. It appeared force was our only option. You give us no choice. We shall make you see reason.
Hate to say, Angraman is still pulling your strings.
I'm so sorry, Furykin. I actually beat Angraman. He never completely went away.
We'll find a solution later. First, let us concentrate on subduing this beast.
Oh, Furykin, we're going to save you!
You insult me!
Can't we all...
Let's get on. Come up the big one.
Yes, steel yourself.
Farewell!
Let us end this part. You are one. I have you! The end beckons. Might take you.
Please, let me try to help you!
Be gone! It's over. I have you. Understood. It forced it to its knees. Strike with all your might. Not bad. Press on. You're through. The end beckons. Together now.
I'll follow you,
Into the fray. Show no fear.
This crew fights as one.
You
always have
Learn true. You're mad. Press on. The end beckons.
Here it comes!
Now, focus on evasion.
Everyone, come to me! Lord of Light, come forth!
No way out.
Great job, Lyria. Furykin is changing its form. May have new tricks up its sleeve. Be ready for anything.
Finally shows its true face. Very well. Then I won't hold back either.
Keep moving. Listen to him, or else we're sitting ducks.
No escape. Out of his way. No. Thunder. Farewell. Let's fight. Okay. Weak now. Through. Sudden swing! Ecliptica! Light take you! Thunder! Behold these 6 wings! I have you! Quickly, attack! Not giving even a moment's respite. This is power! One more push and victory is ours.
You can do this!
Press on! Of course! Very still!
Okay, Lyria. Your turn.
Got it! I'm sorry for what you had to suffer through, Furikin, but everything's all right now.
Lyria's calming words soothed the primal. Now that Furikin was freed from its shackles, it dissipated quietly into the air, as did the projection of Angra Mainyu. We could only hope that we had seen the last of Furikin's fitful outbursts.
Lilith, you still haven't loosened your grip on this skydom, have you?
The infamous Angra Mainyu was not what I had expected. Hearing about it was one thing. Being in its unsettling presence was something else entirely.
I still don't get it, though. Why'd old Gusty wait until now to start kicking up a storm? I mean, Furikin could have caused some serious damage already if it really wanted to.
I have my guesses. You see, during my old research days, we Astrals delved into the concept of emotional intelligence.
The primal beasts of Zega Grande formed pacts with the islands to serve as their guardians. It had been Roland who convinced the masses to worship these primals as primeval gods. Instilled with the people's faith, the primal's influence over the environment expanded significantly. Obvious treachery was responsible for Tempeal's misfortunes, resulting in a loss of faith in Furikin. As that confidence waned, it was only a matter of time before the primal beast went berserk.
With that being said, this change is too rapid. Furikin is consuming too much power.
Having lived in Zega Grande for so long, Roland knew an irregularity when he saw one. All we could posit for certain was that the stagnating faith in Furikin was weakening the wind element. Was it simply a case of lost confidence? I had a nagging suspicion there was more to the puzzle.
So if we don't restore that faith, things won't go back to the way they were.
Yes, that is the natural conclusion. I'm afraid swaying hearts will be easier said than done considering the damage Furikin has caused. But as they say, time heals all wounds.
Such optimism. Though his reasoning had merit, I did not believe we could leave fate in the hands of an old adage alone. May I interject?
What's wrong? You sound kinda serious.
As far as Zega Grande is concerned, Furikin is the next closest thing to the wind element itself. If Furikin's power drops, the wind element would consequently weaken. I needed to hammer home just how pressing this issue was. We find ourselves in a predicament where Zega Grande's islands are destined to fall out of the sky.
Wait, what?
You'd better start talking.
Gladly. However, the problem at hand requires a brief history lesson. And so, I recounted how the islands of Fanta Grande nearly fell into the Crimson Horizon. All because I had disrupted the equilibrium of the Tetra elements. Fire, water, earth, and wind. Island buoyancy is predicated on the delicate balance between those four. I was convinced this loss of buoyancy had made its way to Zega Grande, though I couldn't place the origin of the dissonance I felt. It was too faint and hard to trace, like trying to detect a grain of sand in the sea. The process could take as long as a century or as little as a year. Either way, it had begun. The clock was ticking.
A collapse of the balance between elements. Interesting. I hadn't thought of that.
So just because the Islanders don't believe in Furikin anymore, the wind is weakening and someday the island will drop out of the sky?
More or less.
I can't sense the elements at all. How are we to rectify something we can't detect?
Maintaining the balance was paramount. A single loose thread could cause everything to rip at the seams. Restoring faith in the primal beasts, who represent their respective elements, should, in theory, stabilize the equilibrium. I presented my idea to Roland, and he agreed.
You make a sound point. Right then. Leave it to Mr. Fix-It. My experience with mending relationships shall not go to waste. I'll have a talk with everyone in Einstedo.
Roland had the trust of the townspeople, so the wind element was in capable hands. That left 3 elements unaccounted for.
Well, guess it's up to us to handle the rest. It'll be fun taking another tour of Zega Grande.
It always seems like we're heaping more and more troubles on your plate. I hope you don't mind?
Not at all. We'll make you proud.
You know what to do, Id. Let's show everyone what happens when Team Handyman steps up to the plate.
I'm on it.
With a strategy in place, we set off for the next island. A daunting task rested on our shoulders. We needed to rebuild the people's trust and faith. But I believed in the potential of Sky Dwellers, and I was finally a light who could guide them.
Sending out the old crew signal, eh? Who should we poke? Ranger Dahlia badges for special treasure. Da-da-da-da! Ever stronger sigils await your creation, Captain. And look! I just got some rare stuff. We have a wide selection of sigils. Let me know if you need help. Don't be a stranger!
Come to view the requests? What do you think? Would you take this one? I can make the arrangements at once. This one, yes? I can make the arrangements at once. This one, yes? Would you take this one? This one, yes? I can make the arrangements at once. This one, yes? I can make the arrangements at once. Would you take this one?
again.